energy in that deck that isn't immediately obvious. Eight. 6. I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep. Was I first?
You were.
Oh, well, let me draw. Sure, I'll play a Lollop.
Okay. I am gonna say Logos. I have a 2/2/2 hand, but I kept it because I have 2 Jargogles.
Oh, okay.
And I can just like archive. And your turn. Draw.
Alright, I'll say Dis. I'm gonna play 2 Call the Weeks.
Okay.
To kill those nerds. I'll play Pandemonium. I'm gonna give you 3 chains of this Binding Irons.
Great.
And I'll play a Gub.
Gub. Okay, I am going to say Mars, or am I? Yes, I am. I'm going to play Mother Gun and a Mind Worm. And then I'm going to tell you to go ahead. I will draw 1 and drop chain.
Alright, I don't know if this play is worth it, but I think I'm gonna go for it. It seems decent. It lets me threaten, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna Reap with Lollop. I will Coward's End. Kill my guys. Play Foozle,
Gengar
Chieftain, Reap to go to 6, then play Groke.
Okay.
So I'll say check with 6 and draw 3.
Okay, I don't have a good answer for that. I guess I'll say Sanctum. I'll free markets for 2. Play a Potion of Invulnerability, and I'll play a Chael. Now, my question is, if somebody has what's its face, what's the exact date that free markets becomes 6? Is it the day Worlds Collide drops, or is it like the first Worlds Collide pre-release? Because if you get a free markets and your opponent has the experimental therapy and it says it belongs to all houses.
Oh, all houses.
Yeah.
Do all houses exist? Then I would say yeah, probably.
So I wonder what the exact date that all houses exist for free markets. Anyway, your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay.
Mac the Knife is already making it 6. I think Mac the Knife says he can be used during any house, but not as if he belongs to all houses.
I'm gonna say Robinor again. I'm gonna sound the horns. Skellion, Patrazate. Okay. Play Patrazate. I will attack Chael with these guys. And then Reap with Foozle. And that's it.
Okay, I'm going to put my archives into my hand, and we're going to say Mars.
Maverick Key of Darkness in Dis. That's hilarious.
Actually, I think Dis would be easier to pull off Key of Darkness.
Like Charette?
Because of Charette, yeah. I think it would be easier to do that in Dis than it would be Shadows. Because of the and Pandemonium. Like, I think there's like tons of ways. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. That is awesome.
Oh, you actually did it. So you actually did it? You did it? You did it.
Bruno
he's uncommon as a thing.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna dump 4 damage into Groke. Yeah, I guess it's Groke. I'm going to sample collect the Patrazate. As much as I want to get the Foozle. I have a mind worm and it would just die. I'll play collector worm and a harvester, and I guess I could have popped the potion. That's what I do. I pop the potion. I collect the foozle, and that way the Patrazate can't do damage to my guys. Each friendly creature cannot be dealt damage.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, there we go. Ha! Ha ha! And your turn. I will draw 2 and drop chain.
Okay, I'll say Mars. Play a Fluxum. Play a Proliferator and discard Exterminate. That's it.
Okay, we're gonna say Logos. We're gonna start with a poke into the Ganger Chieftain. And draw. And we'll play a Time Traveler.
Here we go.
And draw. And I guess he takes one. He took one.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna play a Library of Babel and a Director of ZYX. And then I'll interdimensional graft because it's just unlikely that I'll be able to get where I need to for that to work. And your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay, I'll say Brobnar. I'm gonna play a Scrapper. I will shoot the Director. I'll play Flamewing Shaman. And shoot the Mind Worm. Patrazate will kill the Collector Worm. And I'll play a Foozle. And that's it.
There, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you with what's known as a pro gamer move.
So he had 5 damage creatures. You played double Misery Exploit and reaped for 12. You forged for 12 with it. That's hilarious.
Nice. Misery Exploits.
That's amazing.
I think Misery Exploits easily one of the worst cards in the set, but I think there are times right now if I could play Misery Exploit, I'd be happy to.
Interestingly enough, I think Misery Exploit would have been better in COTA.
Yeah.
If it was in COTA.
Yeah. Well, you had Tendrils
yeah.
to go with it, so
you just don't have anything, I think, in Dis, really. Not much that does wide damage.
I am going to Mother Gun. I'm going to shoot Foozle for 2. And then we're going to Mars Needs Amber. You right, not on that guy, because he is Mars, but everybody else.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually going to Beam Buckler my Time Traveler so that I can reap with the Harvester to get 2. And I'll say to go ahead. I'll say check with 8, and I will draw 2.
Okay. I'll say Mars. Play Carpet Flotsam. Play a Fixed Finger. Give this guy a Ray Gun. Play a Dominator. He's stunned. Reap Proliferator. I'll shoot the Harvester. And archive. What do I archive? I guess, I guess Flotsam or Exterminate. Exterminate probably is... It can kill at least one thing with the Dominator. One non-Mars thing at least. That's it. You do Forge.
Okay. 3, 6.
The plays! It's plays like these, guys.
I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play Baltrum, Marrows, and Doorstep. I really want to save that Doorstep, but I got to get through this deck. Play a Protect the Weak here. Actually, I wonder if it's best to do this. I think it is. Keep the Marrows behind this. Yeah. Well, you got the Exterminate. Whatever. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. And I'll draw And you're good.
I'll say Mars. I'm gonna grab this Exterminate. Gonna Exterminate. That's Romero's with the Dominator. I think these guys don't have any targets, so. Play an Invasion Portal. Play Hypno Beam. Probably for Beam Buckler.
Yeah, you could use them.
Yeah. Reap with Proliferator. Grab Hypno Beam. Reap thrice. And, or, no, sorry. Unstun and Reap 2 times.
Okay.
And that's it. Check with 6.
Alright, so we're going to say Sanctum. Sorry, we're going to say Logos.
I got to shoot with Proliferator.
Yes, you get to.
So I can put 3 on a line.
Okay. Okay, I am gonna play Help from Future Self first. The question is, do I draw the library or play Help from Future Self?
Yeah.
I think I play the Help from Future Self first because I want the doorstep back in the deck. And I don't really think there was much left in the deck that I want back. I also have the Helper Bot in my hand, so if I draw something good, I can play it off the Library of Babel. So I don't mind if like my deck is full of non-logo stuff to draw with the Time Traveler, because if something's really good there, I can go ahead and play it. So. Alright, we'll give you that. And we'll draw the Library of Babel first, because if I draw the doorstep, I'd want to play it. Yeah, I'd want to play it now. So draw.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get it, so we will Time Traveler. Draw 2. Okay. Play the Library of Babel, play a Helper Bot, play a Brain Eater. We got 1 floating effectively for the Helper Bot. Actually, we want to play the Brain Eater on the other side of Baltrum. Oh, Helper Bot would die to that. Brain Eater takes 1. Okay. I am going to smite the Brain Eater into do I smite the if I smite Baltrum into the Patrazate, I get all 3. I want to draw a card with Brain Eater,
Yeah.
but I don't think it matters. I think my window,
Because you're not going to be able to doorstep anyway.
Yeah.
No.
So I think I just take this Baltrum and I shove him right up this Patrazate.
Okay.
And kill a bunch of those guys. I still get 2 Amber from killing Brobnar dudes. I wanted to like kill Foozle, but I think it's better for me to go that route.
Any new AoA gameplay / deck insights from matchups past few nights, i.e. unique card combinations, interactions, or underrated ones? Patrazate was pretty impressive tonight, at least in this deck.
Yeah.
Just damaging all your guys for Coward's End.
Yeah, keeping you safe versus Coward's End. I'll play a Lab Work, and I'm going to archive a card. I think we're going to archive... what do we archive? This is actually a tough hand. You have a Foozle under there. I think I archive this card. Because there might be a situation where I have to draw into doorstep to not lose the game on the next turn. So I think I planned for a Sanctum turn next turn. I'll say check with 9 and then draw, and it is your go.
That's Keyforge. Okay. I'll say dis. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, Patrazate Maruk. That's an interesting combo. Cole, so you get Time Traveler.
Patrazate Maruk is actually really cool.
Actually, you get your choice of Time Traveler or Baltram because they're both 4.
Oh, Baltram.
Okay.
And play Dust Imp. Play Tenicus. Play Exhume. I think I get Proliferator. Put him over there. That's it.
Bellowing Patrazate.
Yeah, while he's ready, he does 1 damage to each creature as it enters play. Jargogle with Prince Derek and a Harlan Mindlock makes Derek's effect hit pretty consistently. Found that out last night. That's actually amazing, yeah.
There you go. That's the card there.
Alright, so Keyforge. Derek goes well with Epic Quest. Play him, get 3. Play Epic Quest. Play him again when it's optimal. That's pretty good. Just like a free way to archive him.
Oh yeah. I think Harlan Mindlock is way better in this set than he was in the other set.
Yeah, it's hard.
He was like a free kill in the other set, but in this set, there's like a lot of creatures you just that have static effects that you don't mind if you steal.
Yeah.
So. All right, I think I say Sanctum. Sorry, I think I say Logos, and then I'm gonna trade the Brain Eater with Tenicus, so I can draw some cards. Do I like gamble and shuffle the Time Traveler in? That's silly talk. So I'll draw and draw. Okay, I'll play an Interdimensional Graft. And then we're going to play a Jargogle. We're going to slam a card under them. And then Time Traveler is going to trade or reap. Or shuffle back in. Or reap. I think he reaps. Okay, and your turn. I will draw 1.
I'll say Mars. Pick up Archive. No. I will not pick up Archive. Dogs.
The dogs have returned.
They both just woke up. They're ready to go outside.
Oh god. Better get here before she pee-pees.
Go that way. Go that way.
Don't do pee-pees.
Go that way.
Don't do a pee-pee.
Meaty, come on.
Just gonna.
So slow. Okay. I'm gonna Mothership support and blast those
idiots.
Those nerds out of the sky. Play Mind Warper Collector Worm. Reap with the Proliferator. I think I'm getting back Mothership support here. Yeah. Reap with these 3 guys. Use Invasion Portal. I think, yeah. Mills of First Blood. Well, that is it. Check with 7. That is a very big doggo, yes. I'm finding I like Brobnar House quite a bit in terms of big creatures and combos. Not too familiar with Vault Tours and competitive play, but what are your thoughts about the house and how strong it is in the current meta? other complementary house that goes well with Brobnar. We love Brobnar.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
It's just pure fun.
I'm pro Brobnar. I believe my flair in the subreddit is Brobnar.
I like logos with Brobnar and like
Yeah.
Dis.
Yeah, and specifically in AOA, I think Brobnar Sanctum make a really good pair because they fight for the board so well.
Yeah. So much better than the other houses.
Yeah.
Just so much better.
And it's like light years. I think some Mars can step to it, but you have to have like some very specific Mars cards to step. Okay, so I am going to I'm going to say Mars. I am going to Mother Gun the Dust Imp for 1, and then I'm going to play Mars Needs Amber. I will say check with 6. I will play no creatures for you to Mind Warper, and I will draw 1, and it is your turn.
Okay. I will say Dis. I'm going to Reap with Dust Imp. I'm going to play a Scullion to get 2. I will play Tourette. I'll play Streak, then play Tourette.
Okay.
And that's it.
Doorstep.
Jeez. Okay.
And then I'll put a Protect the Weak on one of your nerds. And I'm going to discard these creatures, because I lose the game if I play the creatures. Say to go ahead, draw. What you got for me, you nerd? You nerd?
I think Tourette's the only Amber.
You nerd.
Here, so.
You nerd. Oh, we got him. What a nerd.
Can I give you back this guy? How do I do that?
We got him. We got him. I think we got him.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, you don't have any way to fight me. I think the only way you can
is stop
with like
fighting.
Grok and people like that. I think are the
Yeah.
only way. Yeah, I think as long as I don't play a creature there
Man.
after a certain point. Woo! And that was so. The thing was, I had the doorstep the turn before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know he's got an answer for the first time I threaten. So how can I stop him and then threaten again?
Yeah.
So the Mars Needs Amber was the card that would do that for me. So
We will.
Now-
We're always happy to field multi-lengthy, multi-part questions.
Yes.
So bring them anytime you
yeah.
like.
So yeah, and I was putting some decent thought into coming up in with a tier list. We got to like look at our decks, and I was thinking about coming up with like a tier list for AOA and sealed for nationals. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm like these combination of decks I think are really nasty and I don't want to see. And then I think like trying to like put them in rough rankings. And of course it's Keyforge, so it really matters on the quality of deck.
Right.
That was all the games. Right?
That was all the games.
Yeah. So here
2-1-2-1, 1-2-1-2.
Okay.
I think if we played this pot again, it could go totally differently.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There's no
Those
telling.
games were crazy close, and I think it came down to like cards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, was the Common Cold even played against one of the Mars decks?
No.
Like in a way,
Because it was in this deck.
Yeah. So like, I mean, that like could have housed it. That could have like completely shut a game out.
Very interesting games, though. I think all night they were really interesting games. Really
Yeah,
close.
yeah. What was it was I think that was like a good case study for knowing AOA, how like AOA plays different than the first set because of like knowing answer, like specifically when it came to answers.
Yeah, and then being rewarded for just going to 6 over
Yeah.
and over and again, and before
Right.
your opponent can go to 6.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting.
Sting
a lot of
played-
counterplay.
I don't think these decks are awful.
No,
Dude,
I think they're just
yeah.
fine. I
Yeah.
think if we have extra room, those might be first in contention.
Yeah.
So we'll have to remember that. So remember, Group U has 2 decks that probably deserve a shot later
Right.
on. I think like both of those decks were doing interesting things.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But this one, I mean, the one that had triple Call of the Week, I don't even think it ever got to play all 3 Call of the Weeks in the game because it milled itself so many times with
yeah.
Invasion Portal. And
Yeah,
the
but it was like
Sound
so
Horns.
efficient at just getting through the deck
Yeah.
and doing stuff and had zoom. It just needed more ways to stop keys. Obviously, outside of fighting.
I think the big thing with AOA that kept it from having the big review early on was that it wasn't in Crucible. I think if it was in the Crucible sooner, then I think more people would have had time to really play and experiment with it. Because I feel like you had a ton of strategy articles for the first set. But AOA really required you to get out there and actually play physical games against other people for
with
so long.
With a multitude of decks, and
Yeah.
that's not something a lot of people can do.
Yeah. I mean, Justin and I will freely admit that we're probably the exception when it comes to Keyforge. We've spent far more on this game than I think your average player does, and I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Like I think only having a handful of decks in this game is probably like a good way to enjoy it. Just have like a couple decks on you, play with some friends every once in a while.
At the same time, we've bought only sealed decks, so we've also gotten experience with decks that are not good.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
opposed to just like spending a bunch of money on good decks or a high SAS rating decks.
Yeah, we have not gone out of our way to buy like aftermarket decks. It's something like I've toyed around the idea with. I spent plenty of time dealing Magic cards, so
yeah. I think there's a decent market for just buying and selling decks. You could probably make money.
Yeah, you could probably flip decks and make money.
Yeah.
So, and if Justin and I had more time that we wanted to devote towards the stream, I think we would do more writing. Because I was writing up all of the pods from the first tournament, but that was just so time intensive.
I can't believe you were doing that. Like looking back at those, they're awesome.
Yeah.
And they're really good reads.
Yeah, but the problem was
a lot of time that goes into that.
Yeah, but the problem was it was like 3 to 4 hours to do.
These are Arbits tokens.
Yeah.
If you go to Etsy and search Arbits,
he'll type it in. We used to have the
sponsor us, you cowards.
Yeah.
I met the guy. I was like, I hype your stuff up on stream all the time. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Great tokens. We'll definitely be getting the word and enrage tokens.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
makes those.
Yeah.
Because we're happy with all his tokens.
He made these as well, right?
And he made
these power tokens are super crisp.
They're really nice.
And these stun tokens are incredible.
It
just shows you. It's so much more clear when this is on a card as opposed to like the big clunky card or
even the little blue thing.
Yeah.
So we like those tokens. We're not sponsored by them.
Yeah.
But if he wants to sponsor us, that's fine. We will take it.
He wants to be the first official Tabletop Royale sponsor.
Like, we're open to sponsorship.
We're sellouts.
Speaking of which,
clearly sellouts.
Check out the store page. We got shirts there. If you want to. They're great shirts. I'm wearing a Mushroom Merch shirt right now.
Yeah.
Mushroom Man.
I'm hoping we get our other shirts in pretty soon.
Have you guys considered podcast recording of Deck Breakdown? I think you two could do it well. We don't have time.
Yeah.
Because we stream so much.
Yeah.
So that streaming is like our Keyforge content. We have done streams where we just talk.
Yeah. We actually, when the day we came back from Gen Con, we switched it over to podcast mode where we didn't play and we just talked about Gen Con.
Yeah, we talked for about an hour and a half.
We almost spent as much time as we normally do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, Justin and I have known each other for more than 20 years at this point.
Yep.
So, like, we have a pretty good idea of, like, what the other person's thinking and whatnot. So, if it sounds natural, it's because we've known each other forever. So.
Exactly. So that's all we have for tonight. Are we coming back tomorrow? Is that the plan?
Yeah. I think we're
streaming
coming back tomorrow.
So we're gonna bring you guys a Thursday stream again. I think we didn't do one last week. We did a Tuesday stream last week. That's right.
Yeah.
So Thursday stream.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been.
Has it? Or did we do it the week before? I don't remember.
No,
it has in fact been a minute.
Yeah.
So hope you guys are excited. We're gonna come back with group. What's after you? Group V.
Letter V.
So if you check out the standings here, you can see the decks that are gonna be playing tomorrow in Group V down in that tournament. There'll be 4 decks I was playing in round robin. So, thanks guys. I'm gonna watch the full recording. Yeah, I think this is a very good stream to go back and watch. There's like a lot of awesome games.
Yeah. There were games that like decks had to pick vectors to win when a certain avenue was shut off.
Yeah,
which is not necessarily every game of Keyforge. I think this deck was actually pretty good at it. The Mister was
doing weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah, it honestly reminded me a lot of Barkus.
Yeah,
it's not like a perfect analog, but it reminds me of that kind of deck that can win just by doing wacky stuff generating amber off of cards and then forging keys at weird times. So yeah,
It was like when I was playing it, I never felt like I was in trouble
yeah,
because I was like, I have plans for the next like 4 turns.
Because the words came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know how I win this game,
Right.
and I was like 2 amber away from winning the game. So, yeah, I mean, it's certainly an interesting deck. So,
All right, guys, that's it for tonight.
yeah, we're done.
Join us tomorrow.
We're out of here.
Oh wait, hold on. How do those decks Eric rank before playing with them? I actually don't think we checked these. I'm curious about the mystery.
We used to do that a lot more on the stream. We would like talk about the rankings and stuff, but
Mr. Vamudis is 55.2. 69 SAS. This actually does not feel like a 69 SAS.
yeah, but 55
deck.
Eric is kind of high.
That
too.
is high.
So that's an interesting like disparity there.
Yeah.
Lorimer. See if that. 84 SAS, 50 Eric. Kuchuk.
Oh my God, the bugs.
Oh God, the bugs.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. No, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
All right.
M. Galvassar.
Go.
Let's see what that looks like.
Eddie.
This is gonna get.
You can't.
82 SAS, 57 Eric. I'm smashing bugs into my computer. So, and then the last one was Kiyuigh. Surely that is enough. Resort. Nope. Nope. There's another deck named Kiyuigh. So
What the heck? Wait, was that the one that was the second?
champion.
No, okay.
No. Let's see if this is good enough. Allow. Come on. Archon Matrix.
I got it.
So 77 SAS, 49 Eric
On Keyuigh.
on Kiyuigh. Yeah. So I think that was actually that's a pretty good example there of how like not necessarily do the ratings match up to final performance, right?
Yeah, because I do think that this deck with a 69 SAS can hang.
Yeah. Well, the Eric was like 55.
Right, the Eric was. Very
This deck
telling.
was like 84 SAS and like a 57 Eric or whatever. So like on paper, this Lorimer deck should have been the best. And it does have like crazy synergy in it between like all the self milling.
The problem is the amber control.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough.
If it had more, I think it would be insane.
Yeah, it's so close, right?
Right.
It's so close. You get the Pandemonium, you got a Charette, you got an Exhume to go get it again. I think if it had like Schuler's
Yeah.
instead of like the Gub,
The Gub is basically a nothing card in there.
yeah, and Grok.
Yeah.
This would be like this if this had Grump Buggy. This deck would be in business because you got all those like Call the Weeks
Sound the Horns.
and Sound the Horns,
Yeah.
and so you're just like constantly filling the board with big dudes. So
All right, now that's the end of our stream.
yeah, that's it. Once
We're always glad to talk for like 20
Yeah.
minutes and then talk about ending the stream before we end it.
before we get there, but that's like a thing. It's been a thing since like Gen
very
Con.
much a thing.
It's probably a thing before.
It was
that.
always a thing.
So
I can tell you right now. It was always a thing.
it's gonna be a thing forever. So
Okay, guys.
We're done.
Tomorrow, same time, 7:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
Same place, the basement.
yep.
Join us. Good night.
Goodbye.